Alright guys, so I pulled this out of the shack. Proceeded to get myself a nice splinter with it too last night. I just got back from Ace Hardware. Ace Hardware has a deal where you can get drywall screws, $1.59 a pound, or not $1.59, $3.59 a pound. What's annoying is they moved where the stuff was at in our local store. I've been in there at least 2 times. I asked the people, where is the drywall screws by the pound? Well, we don't have that. And then you go, these are the guys that work in the specialty fastener area. Like where you see specialty fasteners at Home Depot. They have like a little island area that they redid. And the guy shows me these drywall screws that are like this, but a little bit thicker and have a self-tapping end for metal or something. They say drywall screws, and they're literally 43 cents a screw. And I'm like, no. So today I went in there to see, and I asked the guy, I was like, well, where are they? You don't have regular drywall screws? I just thought we got here. I'm like, no, this store, not here, not this area. And he's like, that's what we got. And he walked away and went to go help somebody else. It was real rude. And I think he's the same guy I've talked to every time. But anyway, I was getting pissed off because I was like, why would the hell would they sell these for 43 cents a piece? They don't even have these. I couldn't find them anywhere. I said, don't you have like boxes of drywall screws like you would have at Home Depot or Lowe's or something? Oh yeah, up top. I go over there, and I'm getting ready to just go buy a box of screws because they're expensive. They're like $8 for like less than a pound. But I go up there and I'm like, cool. There's boxes of different types of drywall and wood construction screws. I look at all the way in the corner, and there's the scale, and there's the bins with the drywall screws. And I'm like, how in the freaking hell could you be working at the store in the specialty screw department and not know that you still have these by the bag? So I bought a bunch of 3-inch. I bought some 2-inch. And a mixture of, these are the 2-inch. A mixture of the 1 5/8 and something else. Anyway, I use a lot of those for like screwing this stuff down, because I don't want like a really long screw for that. But I needed these for my construction stuff, so these are 3s. Yeah, 3 will go through a 2x4 and join 2 of them together. But a 2 or a 2.5 is really kind of cutting it. So like, here's a 2. You're not gonna attach anything with that versus that. Plus the shank is thicker and everything. So this is where I get my cheap drywall screws, and then I have a DeWalt container that I sort them into. All right, so yeah, and these are nice because the container actually just like you can pull them out if you want to. These I think, these are the same size. Yeah, these are the really short ones. They're harder to find. So, problem is, I didn't feel like sorting them. So, there's going to be some short ones in the bag. But this is really about what you need if you're going to do. These are 2 different sizes that aren't even the sizes that I have. Those are even shorter. Yeah, if you look, it's even shorter. So that's a different size altogether. I think I'll leave those all by itself, and I'll just dump all these in there or something like that. But that's what I do. I just put them in here. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put the shorter ones. I guess I'll dump them in. There we go. It just makes it easier for me to keep them organized, you know. I used to just leave them in the bags, and then the bags would tear, and just like crap. Get these 2-inch ones over here. I gotta get these out of here. I don't know if they're all gonna fit in there. So there you go. That's what I do with these, and we're gonna get to building this thing. And I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna build the top of it first, and hopefully I'm not wrong. If I am, I'll have to scoot it a little bit this way or that way. We're gonna go 4 feet this way, so I need 2 4-foot 2x4s, and I need 2 21 inches. I'll frame it. And hopefully I have a sheet that fits that top. So the 21, I think, ends up being, if I measured this before, I think it was 2 feet. Yeah, so it's 2 feet, and then the inside board's 21. So I just cut my 4-foot pieces, like 21s, frame that, put a lid on it, put some legs on it, figure out how I'm going to do the rest. But I need to build the top first. Hell, I could even weld something and just make a cage for it, but I'll probably do something similar to this. One here. This normally wouldn't be 2x6s, but it's just 2x4 construction with edges around it. I think we can see it probably better the other direction. So these type of tables are like what I usually make. And this one on the bottom is framed actually to keep it a little more sturdy, because they will walk this way or that way. So in reality, are going to need 4 4-foot pieces. Because we're going to either do the bottom or the middle, one of the two. And then also we're going to need probably, I don't know, 3 feet tall legs, I think. I don't know what the height of this is. So depending on how we make it, it'll be different than the tables, but so from the bottom of this, I'm going to guess it's maybe, so it's almost 30 inches. It's under 3 feet. It's a strange reading because I don't know. It mostly has to do with the file cabinet height. If I could find some more file cabinets, I wouldn't even need to make anything. I could put 2 file cabinets right here and build the top. And it would be even. Well, as long as you use that type of plywood, which I'm not going to be using. So, I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I would like to have this part on top, and it doesn't really matter if it's flush or not really, but I want to make use of this space here as best as I can. That's the deal. So I'm kind of trying to decide what I should do. I have quite a bit of materials here, but I don't think I have enough 2x4s. And waiting to find these at a thrift store could prove to be difficult. I was just at the thrift store and I didn't see any. And these are also not Han. These are Century brand. And I think these are 29.5 and the Hans are 29. So there's more than one kind of cabinet. They're not all the same height. And they're not all the same length either. Let's see here. These are 30. What are these other ones? These ones are the narrower ones. These can come 2 different ways. But you see how I'm using them as a table? Could you imagine having to build all the wood crap underneath here? Like, it makes no sense. The file cabinets are really the way to go. Now, if I had one more of these, I could pull it out of there, but they're not the same height, which isn't going to be a huge deal breaker. Let's see what the height of them are. Well, they're 29. What was... Maybe one of these... I think one of these is not the same height. No, they all look the same to me. These are all Han. This one's something else, though. It's, labels right there. Okay. So I usually look for these. And I usually look for the wide ones because you can fit radios in them. These ones, you can't fit most radios in them. I can fit a 101 inside this box. Now, we've talked about this before, but no, it's not. It doesn't work as a Faraday cage. I was thinking it might, but it's not even close. If you put your phone in there and call it, it'll ring. And maybe it'll block out like certain frequencies, but not those. So these are 29, and I thought I measured 29 on the other one too, but maybe I'm mistaken. I mean, like, not quite perfect. Measure this one to make sure. Yeah, this one's 29 and a half. Okay. Is it possible this one is wrong? Okay. Now, these are 29 and a half. So these ones are taller. So, but another file cabinet over here that was shorter or the same height wouldn't be a problem. In fact, I probably could get away with putting one in the corner and then attaching something to that, but the other thing is I want to come over here and use this area. The other thing I could do, if I don't care about the shelf area, is I could actually put the toolbox back here, but I don't really think that that looks right. I could also put the toolbox over here. I could also move this file cabinet, put it over here. There's a lot of things that I could do. Now, I had planned on getting a couple more of these. There is one down there. It's in kind of crappy shape, but it's $3. So, you know, this one was 20 bucks, but I've got stuff back here. I mean, you know, I really need room. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Some of the stuff I kind of just need to get rid of things, but I've not been successful at really getting rid of enough stuff without getting more stuff. And I enjoy buying junk. So, like this turntable that I fixed the other day. This was fun. It was $12. You know? I now know why there's a mark on top of this thing, but it's not from this. I was wondering, like, how the hell did these marks get here on this? Because somebody had something on top of it before. And I'm doing the same thing. So, I plan to do something, but I'm not 100% sure. I think probably finding the file cabinets and building an L-shaped top would be kind of cool. Like, one here, and then, like, maybe figure out something for the corner. Probably the corner is if you put, like, something facing that way that opens with drawers, you can't put anything over here. If you put it over here, you can't put anything over there. The corner ends up being kind of useless unless you build, like, a corner desk. So, I'm trying to decide what I should do.